In this video, we're going to be doing different fraction calculations using the TI-84 plus CE calculator. The first thing we want to look at, guys, is how to reduce a fraction. Now, let's say you have the fraction 14/30ths and you want to reduce it. The first thing you want to do is to enter that fraction into your calculator. So to do that, you'll press the alpha key here, then the next button beside it, and then you'll be able to enter in the fraction. So the numerator is going to be 14 and the denominator is going to be 30. Now to reduce this fraction, all you would need to do at this point, guys, is to simply press the enter button on the calculator. Once you do that, you're getting the reduced fraction, which is 7/15. The next thing we're looking at is how to change an improper fraction to a mixed number. Now, let's say you have the improper fraction 30 quarters or 30/4. Again, you want to start off by entering the fraction into the calculator. So to do so, you will press alpha, then the next button beside it, and then you enter in the fraction. So that's 30 for the numerator. And then for the denominator, we have that 4. Now to get this as a mixed number, what you will now do is to press the alpha key and then the y equals key. Next, you will go on down to option 3 and select it by pressing 3 on your calculator here. Once you've done that, you will see your screen looking at like this, and now you just want to go ahead and press enter again on your calculator. Once you do that, you will get the mixed number for your improper fraction. Now we're taking a look at how to add mixed numbers using the TI-84 plus CE calculator. So let's say we have the mixed numbers 3 and 2/5 plus 1.5. Now to add these two mixed numbers, we first want to go ahead and enter in the first mixed number here into the calculator. To enter our first mixed number here into the calculator, we're going to select the alpha key on the calculator, then the y equals button. Next, we'll scroll down to option 2 and then press 2 on the calculator here. Now we'll be able to enter in the mixed number. Now I'll just arrow to the right, select the plus sign on the calculator, and now I'm going to enter in the second mixed number. So again, to do that, I'm pressing alpha, then the y equals button, and I'm selecting option 2 by selecting 2 here on the calculator. Now I'll enter in the mixed number 1 and 1/2. All right, now that we have both mixed numbers entered in to the calculator, I'm just going to go ahead and select the enter button here to get the solution. Notice here, guys, that the solution is an improper fraction. To change this improper fraction to a mixed number, I'm going to enter this improper fraction into the calculator again. So I'm pressing alpha, then this bar here. Now I'm just going to enter in the fractions, that's 49/10. And now what I'm going to do is to simply select alpha, then y equals. Now I'm going to scroll down to number 3 and then select 3 on my calculator, then press the enter button, and there I have it, my solution as a mixed number. For those of you who need tutoring, guys, I offer online math tutoring, so you can head to my description box where there's a link that will take you to my website where you can read more about my tutoring services as well as sign up for tutoring. Now let's take a look at how we can divide a mixed number by a whole number on the calculator here. This is what we're working with. So this is the mixed number 4 3/5 divided by 5. 5 is the whole number. All right, so first we want to enter in the mixed number, okay? So we do that by going to the calculator, pressing alpha, then y equals, select option 2, press 2 on the calculator here, and then we enter in the mixed number, which is 4 3/5. So now that I have that, I will just select the division button here and then enter in the number 5. Now I'll just select enter on the calculator to get my solution. And the solution here is 23 over 25, or 23/25. 23 over 25, right? That's the solution, and the solution is a proper fraction. And it cannot be reduced any further, so that's the final solution. Now let's look at a fraction question which involves multiple operations. And the question is this. So it's 5 2/3 minus 1 1/2, all divided by 1 3/5. All right, so that's the question. Okay, so I'm going to first select alpha here, then the button beside it, right? All right, so at this point, I can enter the mixed numbers in the numerator and the mixed number in the denominator. So let's go. So to enter in this first mixed number, I am going to go ahead and press alpha, then y equals, and I'm going to select option 2 here. Now I'll enter in my mixed number. So that's 5 2/3. Now I'll just press minus on the calculator here. And now I'll enter in the second mixed number. So again, I'm selecting alpha, then y equals, and I'm selecting option 2. And I'm entering in the mixed number 1 1/2. Notice that I use the arrow keys here, guys, to get to the different parts of the fraction that I need to enter in. All right, so now I need to enter in the mixed number that's in the denominator. So I'm just going to arrow down to the denominator there. And then now I'm going to again select alpha, then y equals, and I'm going to select option 2 right there. And now I can enter in the mixed number. So that's 1 3/5. All right, now I'm just going to arrow to the right until I get to the end of all of my fractions here, right? Until I get to the end right there. Now I'm just going to go ahead and press enter on the calculator. Once I do that, I'm getting the solution. But notice here, guys, the solution is an improper fraction. So if I want to get it as a mixed number, I need to do something else. So all right, so I'm going to enter in the fraction here. So that's to do that, I am pressing alpha, then the button beside it, then 125 in the numerator and 48 in the denominator. Now that I have that, I'm going to select alpha, then the y equals button, and I'm now going to scroll down to option 3 to select it. I'm going to press 3 on the calculator here. So I press 3 on the calculator, and then I get all of this coming up. That's what it looks like. Now I'm just going to select enter on the calculator here, and I get my solution as a mixed number. There is another method, guys, that can be used to evaluate this fraction question, right? So let's take a look at that method. Now the other method is to first go ahead and convert all of these mixed numbers to improper fractions. 5 2/3, to convert it to a improper fraction, we multiply the denominator by the whole number. So that's 3 times 5, that's 15. Then we add the numerator. 15 plus 2 is 17. And so we end up with an improper fraction of 17/3. Repeat the steps here. So that's 2 times 1, 2, plus 1, that's 3. So we end up with 3 halves there. For the denominator, the mixed number in the denominator is the same process again, convert it to an improper fraction. So that's 5 times 1, that gives us 5. Add 3 to it, that's 8. So we end up with 8/5 in the denominator. Now that we have all the mixed numbers converted to improper fractions, we can just go to the calculator and enter all of that in. So starting off, I'm going to select alpha, then the button next to it, right, to get my fraction icons. Now I am going to again select alpha and the button next to it to get my fraction icons there. Now I'll enter in the first fraction, which is 17/3. So there we have it. Now I'm going to select the subtraction sign here, and again I select alpha, the button next to it, then I put in my 3/2. Okay, now I'll just use the arrow key to arrow down to the denominator where I'll enter in 8/5. So I'll first select alpha, the button next to it, then select 8/5. So I enter that in, and then I'll just arrow to the right, then press enter on the calculator. Here notice that we're getting the same solution that I got earlier on when we used the mixed numbers. So let me scroll down again to this. So again, the same solution, we know to change it to a mixed number, we would end up with this solution here. And if you need to go back to look at how I change it to a mixed number here, just do it. If you found today's video helpful, guys, definitely leave a like so I can know that you do. And of course, subscribe for more math content. Take care.